What's up, Grapper fans? I wanted to show y'all my newest Facebook Marketplace purchase. And this time, unlike most of my other collection of old rusty stuff, I don't plan on keeping this one. Now, I usually have big plans of putting a different motor in something, holding on to it for a long time for a later project. This one should be a quick flip. Now, I wanted to show it to you real quick before my buddy Jordan comes over. We're going to take this thing for a rip down some dirt roads and have a good time with it. But this is a 1983 GMC Jimmy. It's been painted to look like an old military truck. I believe it was red at some point, maybe white based on the interior. But we'll do a quick walk around of it and then we'll fire this thing up and have some fun. So opening her up here, you can see it is very bare bones hunting truck. We got, you know, old worn out door panel. Looks like some wood that's been attached with just some wood screws here. Still got, you know, this and that. Windows work because they're crank windows. Those things last forever. We've got just the one bench seat in here. It's probably pretty torn up. I haven't actually looked under here. Doesn't feel bad though. I don't feel any holes. So it might have a decent bench seat there. It is four-wheel drive and automatic. We'll pop the hood for you in a second. It's got some kind of bracing here going on at the top. You can see nothing much in the back here except some trash from the previous owner. One thing I thought was pretty cool is the back glass is also hand cranked, so that's a pretty unique thing. I'm not used to that. I think that's really awesome. So let's pop the hood for this thing and show you what it's got going on. By the way, these are some 38.5 boggers on this thing. Pretty sweet. I've never actually had a set of Super Swampers. They're a little worn out, but definitely down to have some fun with that. Just pulled the hood latch, and as you can see, it's still down. You got to kind of smack it. There you go. Nothing to it. And we've got an old Chevy motor in here. I believe it's a 350. That's what's in like all these things. Don't know that much about it. The guy needed money, and I came and got it quick as I could because there was a line of people trying to get it for the price this thing was marked at. So yeah, got some funky wiring going on in here, just like I like. Decently new battery that came with it. That's always nice. Yeah, nothing really extra that you don't need in here, just bare minimum carbureted V8, and she sounds pretty good. So we'll go ahead and get this thing fired up. As soon as he's here, I'll have some fun with it. Then I'll clean it up a bit, tell you what I paid for it, and we'll see what I could do, maybe make some money off this thing. There ain't even any mud here right now.
Damn. So you can make it through that?
It still looks like the axles would hang up on that, don't you think?
It's a close call right there.
Yeah.
Go to the scallywag it and see what's past there.
Yeah. I think that's the only one. With no mud, it's really no fun. It's like, what is that, some mud? It looks like it's usually mud.
Yeah.
That looks like fun going up in there.
There you go.
We could crawl up this thing.
Mm-hmm.
That looks pretty intense, honestly.
That's your picture right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's, say goodbye to your U-joints.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 45% grade.
Yeah, could be smacking something.
After that patch right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it from the other side.
Yeah.
See what it's at.
Whoa! Oh yeah! Hey, darn!
Might have to set the camera up. Oh god! Oh god!
Oh! How you darn? Suspension on Yeah, buddy.
That thing's nothing, man. We gotta find something bigger. All right, where do we want to go through? This one looks like fun. It's literally nothing. It's literally nothing.
But it looks cool.
Yeah. This is a big one right here.
Yeah, this is
That's crazy.
I was like, I couldn't remember if the other side was steep or not.
Dude, this thing's insane. Wow.
You're getting brave now, aren't you?
I know. We'll just go up on the side a little bit.
Yeah. A little sideways action.
Yeah. Gotta get a little bit sideways.
Coming at you sideways.
Lion! Bring it to you sideways!
Dude, calm down. Watch that car.
Get crazy!
Now you're gonna try to get hung up,
Yeah, dude, we'd probably get hung up on that, man. I think I'd dip with it.
to be honest.
Yeah, we'll just go.
You picked up a friend though.
We'll straddle it. What's that?
You had a little lizard on the hook.
Oh man, where did he come from? He was probably
He was chilling on.
He was in the middle of the
chilling
bush.
over there,
Yeah.
probably about to get some poontang.
Yeah.
You just picked him up.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, we gotta get some air blowing through here. Oh God.
That was rough.
Yeah. It sounds worse than it is, I think. You know,
Yeah.
everything in here is like rattling. Yeah, this is a day in the life. You know, doing what I do. Nice aroma. Yeah.
It's like, there she goes.
Where's the lizard? The lizard's
There he
back.
is. Come here, buddy. Oh.
Did he come off?
He gone.
Oh no.
I tried to save him. Yeah, the back glass is being down. All the exhaust fumes are
Yeah,
coming up.
extra exhaust.
Yeah.
You know, it does feel decent though. Good bit of airflow.
You want to go to church?
I need to go to church after that drive.
You need Jesus. I
Sorry about that.
had an 85 K10 back in high
Oh,
school.
yeah. Nice.
So
Sure, I've read better than this.
it was actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I bet.
It had I think it was 35-inch boggers on it,
Oh, nice.
6-inch lift kit. Holly, I think it was a Holly 350 CFM carburetor.
Nice.
Small block. She rode nice, man. I bought her for $5 and sold her for $8.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. People leaving their junk in the road makes me so mad. Yeah, isn't that wild?
So that's how that works.
Manual everything.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, you ain't gonna break that. That was a ton of fun. It's been about a week now. This thing's been sitting here. I had to work all week. It's now the weekend, so I can finally get back to it, get this thing cleaned up, and hopefully sell it for a profit. So before I dive into it too much, I want to keep y'all hanging. I want to tell you what I paid for this thing. I'll go right out and say they wanted 2,500 bucks for it. I get there, and I, obviously try to negotiate best I could, but he had a line of people on the way to come get it, and sometimes people say that, but his phone was legitimately blowing up and he was answering it and telling them, no, somebody's already here. So $2,300 is what I paid, so $2,300. Now, depending on, how you look at it, that could be a lot or little. So let me know what your opinion is. Did I get ripped off on this old Squarebody, or is that a pretty solid deal? The way I'm looking at it, I was willing to hop in the Dodge and drive an hour to go get it. At that price, I was excited about it. I think someone else may be equally as excited, hopefully for even a little bit more once it's cleaned up. Also, it is a four-wheel drive V8, even if you considered it a four-wheeler, but it's street legal. I mean, it's got like mud tires on it. Like it's got everything you need to have a good time. It doesn't have AC and doesn't have a back seat, but if you're riding this thing down the beach, down a dirt road through some mud, or you can drive it to work if you're freaking 16 years old and you're driving it to school, more power to you. So I feel like this is a pretty solid old rig for 2,300 bucks. Let me know what you think though, because sometimes I think stuff's really cool and I'll spend money on it and maybe not everybody agrees. So without further delay, let me get into this thing and clean it up, because it's got all kinds of trash under here. Seems like it's just been out in the woods forever. All right, so obviously nothing too crazy here. I actually found some money in here, so we can go ahead. It's mostly quarters too. This is big money, so we're gonna go ahead and take $1 off of that price. But it does have some wiring kind of hanging down I want to clean up, as well as just this trash. That's how you work the seat. I don't know exactly where everything's all covered up, but we got just some stuff floating around in here. Some tea, at least it doesn't have pee in it, looks like. Never trust a clear empty bottle. And then just general junk that's back here, some cigarettes and stuff. So nobody wants that when they come to look at a vehicle, so I'm gonna get that out first and then we'll go from there. One thing I was thinking about doing is the floor being like purple. I'm guessing this is some old primer or something. Obviously there's rust holes here, let's factor that. Another freaking, I got a penny, heads up. Maybe this thing's just gonna be a money maker. We'll see, there's all this money in it. But I'm thinking about rattle canning this floor black after pressure washing it, because it's full of mud. Rhino lining it would probably be a little bit better. It would just look better, a little bit more tough, but that might be a little bit more expensive than I'm wanting to do. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to clean it up some, and we'll see if we can make a little progress on it. The remote to something. This thing got all this wiring in here. Probably has some freaking lights somewhere. Oh yeah, check that out. I think he actually did say something about having some lights under here. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's super rigged. Yeah, that's no good. Gotta clean that up a little bit. Cup holders though, that's nice. Oh, here we got a phone charger. Oh, this is the lights, I think. Where does this go? Oh, does that work? That works. Oh, look at that, custom. Oh man, wow, that is something else right there, boys and girls. Man, this thing is ready for a high schooler. Come on with it. Perfect. Anything in the ashtray? Nope, that's good. Glove box, I already looked in here, nothing too crazy. Oh good, I need to dump it out anyway. Anything hiding back here? Nothing too scary looking, except whatever that is. Good as new. My wife was pretty excited about the bucket. That's always handy. This one has a rope attached to it too. I wonder what they're using that for. I'm thinking about just pressure washing in here. We'll see if I can get this seat out. I think the bolts don't look terrible, and it might be a quick thing, just rip it out and spray it out in here. But I'm gonna try to hop in the back real quick, see if I can't get all these plates and everything out of here. I don't remember, I guess we did take the tailgate down one time. So let's see if I can figure that out. I know this is how you roll down the back glass, and the seal wants to come with it, but that's no biggie. All right, so there's that, and there should be a handle right in here. Oh, it's a little stuck. Okay. How did we get this down? This was definitely down when I bought it. Oh, there you go. Just a little back and forth action. All right. So we've got some rust back here. It's been patched very professionally, as you can see. She's a mud truck. That's worse than I thought right there. That's nice. All this matting back here. Couple bugs. That's good. You could put whatever you want in the back of this thing though. It's basically a pickup. Take the top off and you got your nice little single cab. You can see this is the brackets for all the plastic paneling that normally would go on here, but they didn't need that, so it's been long gone. But I'm gonna try to get in here with my bags and pick up the rest of this junk. See if this tailgate will hold me with all the rust. Oh, it made some noises. Okay, here we go. Also, yeah, I think I mentioned these support bars. I don't know if the top blew off one time, so then they did that. But that looks super sketch. I may take it out just so people don't think that this thing's a death trap. But if it is a death trap, I might need to keep them in there. So we'll see. Looks like we've got some holes in the roof. That's not going to be fun. What are those holes for? Do they have... What could have been on the roof? Let's look up here. Yeah, they had something up here. Oh, they had a rack. You can kind of see where it's faded. There's some kind of rack up here. Wonder how that thing looked. Looks like they tried to seal this up, but they just really didn't care. Those are sealed up. Is this peanut butter? Does anybody know what that is? Anyway, we'll clean her up. At least I'll have $2,000 worth of fun, if nothing else. What are they smoking here? Pall Malls. Alright. That's gross. I didn't feel like I needed gloves in here, but I'm starting to rethink that now. All this like food trash and a couple bugs here and there. After looking closer at how this top's held on, it looks a little bit easier than the Bronco just because it's less bolts and some are missing, and they just look like some pretty standard, you know, like 15 millimeters or something, maybe 13. So I think this top might have to come off just for ease of spraying it out and painting the floor, and just because I want to see what it looks like. But I feel like some pictures of it with the top on and the top off, you know, just showing that it has that ability, because some people, you know, may look at it and be like, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I know the top can come off, but it's probably a pain. But if you got a picture of both, you know it comes off. So I might do that. We'll see if I can figure it out, because I don't really have much help here. My wife's not going to come out here and help me do it. But I do have a zip line over here from the previous owner's kids. Maybe I'll figure something out where I attach it to that and kind of hoist it off. But if I can figure that out, I might take the top off, and then it'll be a lot easier to pressure wash out, and I can stand up in there and spray it and everything. So we're gonna see about doing that, and then maybe I'll take it for a spin with no top, take some pictures of it that way, and then put the top back on, more pictures. I don't know, we'll see. The bolts they had in here were 1/2 inch, and it took me about half a minute to take them all out. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this thing over to the zip line. Got a couple big ratchet straps over there, and I'm gonna see if I can just kind of pick it up and drive the truck out from underneath it. See if we can get this thing to fire up. It's been sitting for about a week. See how she does. If you want to see what happens with the Blazer top situation and if I can sell that thing, be sure to come back. But that's going to do it for this video. I wanted to go ahead and stop it there. I've got more content coming on the Blazer, as well as this Bronco here. If you haven't seen already, I have a whole playlist about this 95 Bronco. I actually picked up for my wife, and she daily drove it for almost a year before I took it over, put a leveling kit, mud tires, and a new paint job on it. So be sure to subscribe to GRAPPAHOLICS and check me out on Instagram as well. But if you guys have any questions about the Blazer, I should be able to answer them in the next video, so y'all go ahead and put them down below. Also, I want y'all's opinion. 2,300 bucks. I got a whole bunch of other projects. should I hold on to the Blazer, put some mud grapplers on it, and treat it like a four-wheeler, go have a good time with it at the mud park? Y'all let me know what you want to see. If you can talk my wife into it with enough comments, she might be open to the idea, but she's ready to see it gone. It's just one too many vehicles. So y'all let me know. She's pretty cool. She thought driving a Bronco to work was going to be great, and it was till she got pregnant, had a baby, and it's just not the best car seat vehicle. So y'all be sure to come back. Lots of cool stuff going on. Should be breaking ground on my shop very soon. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the video.